Hello everyone, welcome to Narayana online classes. In today's session, let us do the problems on Leibniz rule and reduction formula. Okay, so in this session, I am going to explain Leibniz formula, derivation, and we will do some problems on Leibniz so that you will have a clarity. Okay, let's get started. So first Leibniz rule, let us see Leibniz rule, important one. Leibniz rule, Leibniz rule. See here, so what is the Leibniz rule? So d by dx of integral of, so limits are u of x, say some v of x, so f of t dt. So d by dx of integral over u of x to v of x, f of t dt. So equals to what? So replace t with upper limit, means f of v of x, and then derivation of v of x in v dash of x minus, then replace t with lower limit. So f of u of x into its derivation. So Leibniz rule is a replace with upper limit. First replace with upper limit, then derivation of upper limit, minus replace with lower limit, then derivation of a lower limit. So this is a Leibniz rule, important one. See derivation of this one, Okay, so here what I am doing, so d by dx of some capital F of x equal to small f of x, d by dx of some capital F of x equal to small f of x. Now we have to derive this one, So now you take this part, now integral over u of x to v of x, so f of t dt. Now if you integrate f of t, so derivation of f of x is small f of x, so integration of f of x will be capital F of x, no? That implies so this will be, so capital F of t, limits are what? So limits from u of x to v of x, that implies so integral over u of x to v of x, so f of t dt equals to, apply the upper limit, so f of v of x minus f of u of x, right? Now what is required? So derivation for this part is required, so differentiating on both sides, that implies so d by dx of left hand side, so integral over u of x to v of x, f of t dt equals to, now look at RHS, now derivation of capital F of Vx, so derivation of capital F of Vx is a composite function, equals to what? Equals to f dash of Vx, again derivation of inner function will be v dash of x, minus, so derivation of this part, so minus f dash of u of x into u dash of x. Now f dash of x is what? F dash of x equal to small f of x. So instead of this one, I can write that equal to small f of Vx into v dash of x minus, so small f of ux into u dash of x. That's it. That is the required one. F of Vx into v dash minus f of ux into u dash. Okay. So remember this one, derivation of so definite integration u of x to v of x, f of t dt will be, so first replace with upper limit minus derivation of upper limit, then replace with lower limit, then derivation of lower limit. So this is a Leibniz rule we use frequently. Okay. Now let us do some simple problems on Leibniz rule so that you can remember the formula. Okay. So formula, derivation, then let us do some problem. so that you will have a clarity, right? Yeah. Next one, question number 1. Just application of Leibniz rule. Application of a Leibniz rule. So here what is given? F of x is given. We have to find f dash of x. F of x is given. We have to find f dash of x. See, so given f of x equals to integral over x square to x to the power 4. So sine of root over of t dt. Root over of t dt. Now just now I said that implies a derivation. So d by dx of f of x equals to, so d by dx of this one. Apply Leibniz rule. What I said? First replace a variable with upper limit. Replace a variable with upper limit means it is a sine of root over of x to the power 4. Then into d by dx of upper limit. Okay? Replace with a upper limit, then derivation of upper limit minus same. So sine of root over of x square into derivation of x square. Derivation of x square. That's it. That implies a f dash of x value. So derivation of x to the power 4 is a 4x cube. 4x cube. It is nothing but sine of x square. Sine of x square minus, here derivation of x square is 2x. So it is a sin x. That is the required value, f dash of x. So f dash of x equal to 4x cube sine of x square minus 2x into sin x. Just application of a Leibniz rule means option 2. Second option. Okay. Next one. Here limit x tends to 0. So what is the numerator? X to the power 4 upon 0 to x square tan inverse of t dt. So here if you apply the limits, what we get? You get 0 by 0. You get 0 by 0 means you get indeterminate form. So if you get 0 by 0, you can apply L'Hopital rule, LH rule. So here I am applying LH rule, L'Hopital rule. So applying L'Hopital rule, applying so LH rule. Why? Because that will be 0 by 0. So indeterminate form. So that implies a limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. So derivation of numerator. Derivation of numerator is what? It is a 4x cube. Now derivation of denominator means it is nothing but Leibniz rule. Again Leibniz rule. So applying Leibniz rule for the denominator. Applying Leibniz rule for the denominator. What I said? First in the place of t, write x square. In the place of t, x square. So tan inverse of x square. Then derivation of upper limit. So derivation of x square is how much? 2x. Minus. So here minus will be, derivation of 0 will be 0. Minus 0. So this is the Leibniz rule. Now what we left with? So limit x tends to 0. X tends to 0. So here you can cancel 1x. So 2 also get cancelled. So 2x square upon tan inverse of x square. X square. So this part becomes 1. Okay na? Or you can write this one as a, so limit x tends to 0. X tends to 0. So 2 upon, so tan inverse of x square by x square. This part becomes 1. So result will be 2. Result will be 2. So here second option. So here we are getting 0 by 0. We are getting 0 by 0. That's why what we are doing? We are applying so L'Hopital rule. So what is a L'Hopital rule? So differentiate numerator individually and denominator individually. So here after differentiating, here we got this one. Then if you apply the limits, result will be 0. Result will be 2. Next one. See, again same. So if you apply, so what you get? You get infinite by infinite. So integral over limit x tends to infinite. Limit x tends to infinite. Integral over 0 to x tan inverse of t whole square upon root over of x square plus 1. if you apply the limits, what you get? Numerator value will be infinite upon this value also infinite. So again you can get, so infinite by infinite means so in this case also you can apply LH rule. So here I am applying LH rule, applying LH rule means differentiate numerator, then differentiate denominator. So limit x tends to infinite, limit x tends to infinite. So derivation of numerator means you need to apply Leibniz rule, Leibniz rule. So here Leibniz rule is what I said, first replace variable with upper limit. Upper limit means in the place of t we write x, that implies that it is a tan inverse of x, tan inverse of x, okay, whole square into derivation of x will be 1. So minus lower limit value 0, okay na. Next upon, so derivation of that one, d by dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. So 1 by 2 into root under x square plus 1. Again derivation of inner function derivation is 2x. So here 2 cancel out, that implies so limit x tends to infinite, so we left with what? So tan inverse of x whole square into, so root under, it goes to numerator, so root under x square plus 1 upon x, okay. In the next step what I am doing, I am taking x as common, so limit x tends to infinite, so tan inverse of x whole square, if you take x common, so here x into root under 1 plus 1 by x square upon x cancel out. Now apply the limits individually. So that implies that equal to limit x tends to infinite, so tan inverse of x whole square, then limit for the second one, then limit x tends to infinite, so root under 1 plus 1 by x square, so tan inverse of infinite means pi by 2, so it is a pi by 2 whole square, into this will be x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 0, so 1 plus 0, this will be 1, so that equals to, so pi square by 4 means option 3, okay na. So for this one option 3 again we are applying L Hospital rule, right? Yeah, next one, very simple one, okay, very simple one. Next, here again very simple, you can say answer directly. Today's session is just for your practice, so that you will be perfect with a Leibniz rule, okay. So here it is based on even and odd function minus pi to pi f of x sin x. What is given? So what is given? So given f of x is even, right? So if f of x is even function, now look at this one. So sin nx is what? Odd function. Sin is a odd function. Means so this one is a even into odd. So total will be what? Odd function. That implies a f of x into sin nx is an odd function. If the function is odd, so we have the formula. So we have a integral over minus a to a, f of x dx equals to 0. So if f of x is an odd function, so therefore here, integral over minus pi to pi, so f of x into, so sin nx dx value will be 0. Since this function is a odd function, means first option, okay na. So option 1, right, because this function is an odd function. If the function is odd, result will be 0. Next one, here 0 to pi by 4, so 2 tan cube x dx 0 to pi by 4 2 tan cube x dx. Okay. So in the place of tan cube, you can write tan square into tan, so that we can integrate. Okay na? Otherwise you can apply reduction formula directly. So here what I am doing, so 0 to pi by 4, so 2 tan cube x dx, you can take 2 outside, so 0 to pi by 4, so write as a tan square x into tan x. In the next step, in the place of tan square, so write secant square x minus 1, this will be, so secant square x minus 1, okay na, into tan x. Now split as a 2 integrals, integrate separately, so twice of, so first one is what, 0 to pi by 4, so secant square x into tan x dx minus second one, so 0 to pi by 4, so tan x dx. Now close the bracket, now integrate. So what about this one? You can say answer directly, because we did so many problems, no? So it is in the form of what? So integral over f of x whole to the power n, into f dash of x dx. F of x whole to the power n into f dash of x dx is what? F of x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. See here. So here tan x is f of x. Tan x is a f of x into its derivation. Tan x to the power 1, f of x to the power n into f dash. Derivation of tan is secant square. So that I can apply this formula. Means in this one, n value will be 1. So f of x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. This will be, so twice of, so tan x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Means tan square x by 2. Minus integration of tan x, direct formula. So log of secant x, now apply the limits 0 to pi by 4. So I am applying at a time, or you can apply separately, no issue. 0 to pi by 4, twice of. Okay. Now if you apply the limits, see, first apply the limits for this one. What we get? So 2 into, apply the upper limit. So tan pi by 4 value 1, so 1 upon 2 minus, what about lower limits? So tan 0 will be 0, so 1 by 2 minus 0 for the first one, minus for the second one. So minus, this will be, so log of, so secant pi by 4. So secant pi by 4 is what? Root 2. So log of root 2 minus, so log of secant 0 value 1. So minus log 1, right? Then that equals to, so 2 into half, minus, let us write square bracket, okay. So this will be what? Minus a log root 2, log 1 value will be 0. Now if you multiply by 2, this becomes 1 minus, so 1 minus a, so 2 into log root 2, it becomes the square of root 2, root 2 square will be 2, that implies a 1 minus a log 2, means a first option, 1 minus a log 2, okay. Next one, just a common integration in this one, okay now. Next one, now here reduction formula, right? See here, here I write the formula, okay, here I write the formula, integral over, we have a integral over 0 to pi by 2, either sine to the power n or cos to the power n, 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power n dx. So formula is a so first begin with n, then keep on decreasing 1, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, n minus 5, and so on. So last here you get pi by 2 if n is even. If n is even, then last you will get 2 by 3 if n is odd. Remember this formula? Okay na? So in the last case, so if n is even, last term will be pi by 2. So here 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So here last term will be 2 by 3. Okay na? So 2 by 3. Now come to our question. So minus 2 pi to, so minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So integral over minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Here cos to the power 6. It is even function. Even means I can write, so twice of 0 to 2 pi. So cos to the power 6 dx. Okay na? Again formula. What is the formula? So formula is so integral over minus a to a. Minus a to a f of x dx equal to twice of 0 to a f of x dx. If f of x is even, function is even function. Here cos to the power 6 is even. Next again I can bring 2 here. 2 into, so 2 into 2. Okay, 2 into 2. So 0 to pi, 0 to pi. So cos to the power 6 dx, x dx. Another formula. So what is the formula? So integral over 0 to 2a f of x dx equals to so 2 into 0 to a. So f of x dx if f of 2a minus x equals to f of x. Okay, this is one formula, this is another formula. Right? Now here 0 to 2a. So cos 2 pi minus x equals to cos x. That's why I can bring 2 here. Then again write pi as a 2 into pi by 2. Pi as a 2 into pi by 2. Again you can bring down because cos of pi minus x is a minus cos x. But here index is even. Index is even. So that you can apply that formula once again. Means applying second time. This becomes another 2. So 2 square into pi by 2. 2 square into pi by 2. Means at last what we get? That implies so 4 to the 8 into 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. Okay na? 0 to pi by 2. So cos to the power 6x dx. First one is this one. Then I apply this formula twice, 2 times. So 2 into 2 into 2. 8 into 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power 6. Now apply this formula. Applying this formula. So 8 into cos to the power 6. What we have? So we got 8 into 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power 6 dx. So 8 into what I said? First write 6 here. Then keep on decreasing 5. Then 4, 3. Okay na? Then 2. Okay na? Then 1. So function is even function. What I said? Into pi by 2. Into pi by 2. Now here you can cancel 8. 4 2s are 8. So 3 1s are 3 2s are. We left with what? So 5 pi by 4. Here 2 is there. Here 2 is there. 5 pi by 4 means so second option. Okay na? Second option, right? 5 pi by 4 means you must be thorough with the formulas. You must be thorough with the formulas, right? So here we applied 3 formulas. 3 formulas. Okay. Next one. Again you can apply the previous formula. Here function is a even function. Function is a even function. Sorry. You can apply another formula. So 2a minus x equals to f of 2a minus x equal to f of x, this one. So integral over 0 to 2a f of x dx equals to, so twice of 0 to a f of x dx, f of x dx. So if f of 2a minus x equals to f of x, applying this formula. So you can apply this formula twice. So that implies that equals to, so applying this formula once, I can bring 2 here, so 2 into integral over 0 to pi, so it is a sine to the power 4x into cos to the power 6x dx, right? Pi as a 2 into pi by 2, in the next step, so 2 into pi by 2, you can bring down 2, because so here index of cos is even, index of cos of pi minus x is minus cos x, but here index is even, so it becomes positive, so cos x only. So I can apply one more time, so bring 2 here, so 4 into 0 to pi by 2, so sine to the power 4 into cos to the power 6. Now here I am applying Wallis formula. So what is the Wallis formula? So here formula is so we have a 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, see here sine to the power n into cos to the power m, dx equals to, see first begin with n minus 1, n minus 3, n minus 5 and so on. Next begin with m minus 1, m minus 3 and so on. Okay na? Close the brackets. In the denominator, sum of these two, m plus n, then so subtract 2, m plus n minus 2, then m plus n minus 4, m plus n minus 4 and so on, minus 4 and so on. Okay na? This is the denominator value. Now, so last one, say this is some k equal to some k. So k value depend on these two. So k equals to, so pi by 2. K equals to pi by 2. Okay na? So k equal to pi by 2. So if both are even, see in our question both are even, no? So in the place of k you can write directly, you can take pi by 2. Both are even, no? So you can write directly here pi by 2, because here both are even. So you can write pi by 2. Okay? This is a formula. Now apply. So n value 4, mn or nm, no issue. Okay? That implies 4 into, here 4 is there. Applying the formula. So that equals to, so 4 into, first numerator, n value how much? 4 minus 1, 3. Okay na? Then again, so 3 minus 2, 1. Then this one, m value how much? 6 minus 1, 5. Then decreasing by 2. So it is a 5 minus 2, 3. Then 3 minus 2, 1. Then denominator, m plus n, 10. Then minus 2, 8. Then minus 2, 6. Minus 2, 4. Minus 2, 2. Stop here. Okay na? So stop here, and the last will be what? Last will be pi by 2. Into pi by 2. Now calculate, that is the required value. Here, so 4 cancel out. So 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 5 1s are, 5 2s are. Anything else? Nothing, no? Now what about numerator? So numerator is 3 pi. So numerator is a 3 pi. Then denominator is what? 8 2s are 16, 32. So 32, 64, 128. 128 means first option 3 pi by 128. Okay na? So it is a first option, right? Here formula is what? If both are even, here we have a last will be pi by 2. So how to proceed? N minus 1, n minus 3, n minus 1. So decreasing by 2. Here also decreasing by 2. First add them, again same. So keep on minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Then that will be the required result, 3 pi by 128. This formula is called Wallis formula. So Wallis formula, right? Okay. Next one. Same one. See, here minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, sine to the power 4 into cos to the power 6. Again, function is what? Even function. Now I am writing directly minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So sine to the power 4 into cos to the power 6, sine to the power 4 into cos to the power 6. So function is even function. So you can write this one as a twice of 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, sine to the power 4 into cos to the power 6 dx. Now apply Wallis formula. Same as previous, no? I think same as previous. Only the difference is, I think there 4 was there. Here I think in the previous question it was 4. Okay na? Sine to the power 4, cos to the power 6. Now 2. That's it. Okay? Same question. Now here apply directly. So 2 into. So first 4 minus 1. So 3, 1. So here 5 minus 2, 3. So 3 minus 2, 1. Denominator. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 into pi by 2, because both are even. Same as previous. So here I think it is 5 ones, 5 twos, here only. So 2 cancel out. So numerator is same, 3 pi. So denominator 16, 32. So 32 plus 32 twos are 64, 64 fours are. Second option 256. So 3 pi by, so 256. Option 2. Okay. Next one. Integral over 0 to a x to the power 5, 0 to a x to the power 5 upon root under a square minus x square dx. So here you know the substitution. Whenever a square minus x square is there, so you can substitute x with a sin theta or a cos theta. So here I am going with the substitution. So substitute x is equal to a sin theta. That implies so dx equals to a into derivation of sin theta is a cos theta d theta. So replace here. Therefore integral over 0 to a x to the power 5 upon root under a square minus x square dx equal to, what about lower limit? If x value 0, a sin theta equal to 0 means theta value 0. Upper limit, if x is equal to a, so a is equal to a sin theta is equal to 1. So theta equals to pi by 2. Then apply here x to the power 5. So a to the power 5 sin to the power 5 upon, so root under, so a square minus a square sin square theta. So into, what about dx? So dx value a cos theta d theta. A cos theta d theta. That implies 0 to pi by 2, a to the power 5 sin to the power 5 upon, so a square common, 1 minus sin square cos square, root will be a cos theta d theta. This will be a cos theta d theta. These two cancel out. A power 5 outside, that implies 0 a to the power 5 into, so 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power 5 theta d theta. Now apply the formula. So if you apply the formula, so what is the formula? Last one is Index is what? Index is odd. So last term will be 2 by 3. Last will be 2 by 3. That implies that equals to a to the power 5 into, open the brackets. So first begin with 5. So 5, then 4, then 3, then 2. Okay. So stop here because it is odd. Last will be, so 2 by 3. Okay na? So 2 by 3. What is the answer? So 8 a to the power 5 upon 15. Reduction formula. Okay na? Reduction formula. Next one. Here to apply the reduction formula, 0 to pi by 2 is required, and that's why what I am doing. So convert this function. Sin a cos a is there. So 2 is missing. So multiply and dividing by 2 to the power 4. Okay na? So that I can convert into one function. So 0 to pi by 4, 0 to pi by 4. This will be sin to the power 4 into cos to the power 4. What I am doing? So multiplying by 2 to the power 4, dividing by 2 to the power 4. So that 1 by 2 to the power 4, 2 sin a cos a, sin 2a. This will be, so sin 2x whole to the power 4. Am I right? Sin 2x whole to the power 4, 0 to pi by 4. 0 to pi by 4. Now what I am doing? So substitute 2x is equal to some t. That implies so 2 into x derivation 1 means 2 dx. So dx value will be dt by 2. Replace here. That equals to 1 by 2 to the power 4. So what about lower limit? X value 0. So t will be 0 only. Upper limit. So 2 into pi by 4. 2 cancel out. Pi by 2. Pi by 2. This will be 2x value is what? T. So sin t. What is the index? 4. dt. dx value dt by 2. So I am writing 1 by 2 outside into 1 by 2. Right here. Okay. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 power 4. Now apply the reduction formula. Index is even. Last term will be pi by 2. Therefore that equals to 1 by 2 to the power 5 into, first begin with 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last will be what? Pi by 2. Pi by 2. That implies 3 pi by, this is what? 32. So 32 into 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So 32 16s are 16 to the 32, 3 carry. So 48 plus 3, 512. So 3 pi by 512. Option 3. First option. So 3 pi by 512. Okay. Next one. Here in is given as a 0 to pi by 4, 0 to pi by 4. So tan x raised to n dx. Then value of limit n tends to infinite, n into in plus 2. Okay. Here what is the required value? So limit n tends to infinite. So limit n tends to infinite, n into in plus 2. Okay. This is a required value. So apply the value. Limit n tends to infinite, n into what is in? 0 to pi by 4, 0 to pi by 4. Index will be n. So for in plus 2, index will be n plus 2. So means here I am writing directly. So tan to the power n plus 2x. Now close the brackets, dx. Okay na? So in plus 2 means in the place of n you have n plus 2. Here you can take tan to the power n as common. So limit n tends to infinite, n into, so 0 to pi by 4. If you take tan to the power n common, so 1 plus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x dx. So 1 plus tan square x is what? So secant square x So now, so here you can apply the formula f of x whole to the power n into f dash of x. Just now I said derivation of tan is what? Secant square. Okay na? F of x whole to the power n into f dash of x. F of x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 means limit n tends to infinite n into this will be what? So this will be tan x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Now apply the limits. So limits 0 to pi by 4. 0 to pi by 4. Okay? That implies that equal to limit n tends to infinite. N tends to infinite. N into, if you apply the limit, upper limit, so tan pi by 4 value 1. 1 upon n plus 1. 1 by n plus 1. Lower limit value will be 0. 0. That equals to, so limit n tends to infinite. N by n plus 1. Okay na? N common in the denominator. Limit n tends to infinite. N upon n common 1 plus 1 by n. N cancel out. If you apply the limit, n tends to 0, 1 by n tends to, n tends to infinite, 1 by n tends to 0. That equals to 1 by 1 plus 0. 1 by 1, so answer is 1. Means option 2. Simple one. Yes? Next one. In equals to 1 to e log x whole to the power n dx, and in value is given as a plus b into in minus 1. Then a value, b value means you need to simplify in. It might be in this form, a plus b into in minus form. So simplifying in, so given in equals to, integral over 1 to e log x whole to the power n dx. Log x whole to the power n dx. Apply by parts into 1. So take this one as a first function u, this one as v. So first function into derivation integration of second one means so in equals to, so u into log x whole to the power n. Integration of 1 dx is what? X. Limits 1 to e minus integral over 1 to e u dash. U dash means a derivation of this one. Log x whole to the power n derivation. So n into x to the power n minus 1. Derivation of inner function. Derivation of log x is 1 by x. Right? Next, integration of v dx. Integration of 1 dx is what? X. Then whole dx. Here x get cancelled. Now apply the limits. In equal to, in the place of x e, log e value 1. Here x e minus lower limit value, log 1 value 0. This will be e minus 0. Minus, take n outside. N into, so 1 to e. So it is a log x whole to the power n minus 1 dx. That implies in equals to e minus n into, observe this one. If it is n, so it is denoted as in. If it is n minus 1, obviously it will be in minus 1. So I can write this one as a in minus 1. So n into in minus 1. N into in minus 1. Now compare. So here n is equal to a plus b in, means in the place of a we are having e, in the place of b we are having minus n. So a is equal to e, a is equal to e, so b is equal to minus n. Option 1. Okay na, a is equal to e, b is equal to minus n. Next one. For y equal to f of x, what is the function? Defined as a 0 to x twice of mod of t dt. The tangent lines parallel to the bisector of the first quadrant angle. What is mean by it? The tangents are parallel to the bisector of first quadrant. Means tangent is, these are the coordinate axis. This is a bisector. Equation is what? Y is equal to x. Means slope will be what? M will be 1. M is equal to 1. So tangent is parallel to this one. These are tangents. This is a tangent, means the slope of tangent will be what? 1. Okay, got it? So meaning of this one is so tangent is parallel to this one. So slope of tangent will be 1. Means m means what? M means what? Dy by dx means we need to find f dash of x. Dy by dx means derivating this one, means you need to apply Leibniz rule. Okay, so what is given? Given, so we have a f of x equals to so 0 to x twice of mod of t dt, differentiating with respect to x, that implies a f dash of x is equal to, apply Leibniz rule. Just now I said replace with x upper limit, so 2 into mod of x into derivation of x is what? 1 minus this will be 0, this will be 0. So from this one, so f dash of x value equal to, so 2 into mod of x, so f dash is nothing but slope of tangent. Okay na? So we have a slope of tangent, so tangent equals to 1 because it is parallel to this one. Okay, so it is nothing but f dash of x equals to 1 equates, that implies 1 equals to 2 into mod x. So from this one x value equal to, so plus minus 1 by 2. If x value 1 by 2, so apply y value. If you replace x value 1 by 2, then if x is equal to half, then y value, then y is equal to 0 to 1 by 2. So it is a positive, no? You can take as a 2t. So 2t dt. Now if you integrate, what you get? So y equals to 2 into t square by 2, limits 0 to 1 by 2. 2 cancel out. So y value will be how much? 1 by 4. Means what is the point? So here if x value 1 by 2, therefore point is what? 1 by 2 comma 1 by 4. If x value in the same way, so similarly another will be if x value minus 1 by 2, then y value will be minus 1 by 4 in the same process. So another point is what? So point equals to minus half minus 1 by 4. In both the cases, what is the slope? So we have a m is equal to 1, slope is equal to 1. Apply equation of tangent. If you apply equation of tangent, implies y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So it implies y is equal to x minus half plus 1 by 4. So y is equal to x minus 1 by 4. If you take another one, and another will be plus 1 by 4, and y is equal to x plus 1 by 4 in another case. In this case, so y equal to x plus minus 1 by 4 means first option. Okay, this one is okay, good question. Next one. So here what is given? Integral over 0 to pi by 2 sine of mod of 2x minus alpha dx value, where alpha belongs to 0 to pi. Here to evaluate what I am doing, I am substituting 2x minus alpha with some t. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2 sine of mod of 2x minus alpha dx. So what I am doing? So substitute 2x minus alpha equal to t, so that I can break the given integral. So here derivation, so 2 equal 2 dx equal to dt. So from this one value of dx, so dx equals to dt upon 2, replace here. Therefore integral over 0 to pi by 2 sine of mod of 2x minus alpha dx equal to lower limit value. So if you put x is equal to 0, so 2 into 0 minus alpha, t value minus alpha, upper limit value pi by 2, so 2 into pi by 2 cancel out, this will be, so pi minus alpha, pi minus alpha into, so sine mod of t dt. Now nature of the mod, so here it is a negative. If t value less than 0, means alpha value less than 0, minus alpha to 0, one interval, then 0 to pi minus alpha, sign is positive, sign is positive. So split this one as a two integrals. So minus alpha to 0 sine of mod of t dt plus 0 to pi minus alpha sine of mod of t dt. Okay, now you can integrate. So in this one it is negative, here positive, here positive. So that implies a minus alpha to, that equals to, so where we are, so here mod of x equal to minus x if x value less than 0. So if you remove the modulus, we have a minus symbol here, so it is a positive. So if we can sin mod of t equal to sin t only, means minus infinite to alpha, minus alpha to 0 sin t dt, then plus 0 to pi minus alpha sin t dt. Now integration, that equal to integration of sin t is minus cos t, minus of minus plus. So this is a cos t, so limits are minus alpha to 0. So here integration is minus, so minus cos t, so limits 0 to pi minus alpha. Apply the limits, so cos 0 minus cos of minus alpha, then minus, this will be cos of pi minus alpha minus cos 0, right? So cos 0 value 1, cos of minus theta cos theta, this will be cos alpha, okay, minus cos of pi minus alpha minus cos alpha, this will be 1, close the bracket, that equal to 1 minus cos alpha minus of minus plus cos alpha, again plus 1, cos alpha cancel out, we left with what? So 2. Let us check, is it 2 or 1? Here, okay, so dx value is what? Dt by 2, we are missing a half, am I right? Sorry, so here in the place of dx, dt by 2, write 1 by 2 here, so 1 by 2 carry on, carries everywhere, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, so everywhere write half, so I am writing 1 by 2 outside, 1 by 2, so 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 into 2, that will be 1, right? So be careful with the going with the calculations, simple calculation, but we ignore that one, okay, answer is a 1. Next one, so here what is given? Integral over 0 to x bt cos 4t minus a sin 4t upon t square equals to dt into dt equal to a sin 4x by x. Then we have to find the value of a and b. Here I am differentiating both sides, okay na, so that left hand side I can apply Leibniz and this integration get better eliminated, okay. So differentiating on both side, so what is given? We have a 0 to, so differentiating on both side, so d by dx of 0 to x, differentiating both sides, 0 to x bt cos 4t minus a sin 4t upon t square dt equal to a sin 4x upon x d by dx of okay. Left hand side Leibniz rule, what I said, wherever t is there write x first, means left hand side will be, so bx cos 4x minus a sin 4x upon x square minus this will be 0. Next right hand side u by v formula, so v into x into derivation of numerator, so sin derivation cos 4x is 4, so it is a 4ax into cos 4x, right? Sin derivation cos 4x, again 4x is 4 and a, then v into minus v into u dash minus u into a sin 4x into derivation of x is 1 by v square x square cancel out, that implies a, so bx cos 4x minus a sin 4x equal to, so 4ax cos 4x minus a sin 4x. So comparing on both side, what we get, so bx is equal to 4ax or b is equal to 4a. So comparing on both side we get b is equal to 4a. Now verify the options. So only option 1 will satisfied by this relation. Okay na? If b value 1, now go for the verification. If b value 1 and a value 1 by 4. Okay? So b is equal to 1 and a is equal to 1 by 4. Apply here 1 equals to 1. Therefore first option. Next one. So here f of x equals to integral over 0 to x dt by f of t whole square and 0 to 2 dt by f of t whole square equal to cube root of 6. Then we have to find f of 9 value. Simple one, but it looks complicated. Okay, need not worry. So f of x equals to what is given? F of x equals to integral over 0 to x. So dt upon f of t whole square. So differentiating on both sides, that implies f dash of x equals to, here Leibniz rule, what I said, wherever t is there write x, so 1 by f of x whole square into derivation of x is 1 minus 0. This is a Leibniz rule. Now what we got, that implies a f of x whole square into f dash of x equals to 1. Now integrating on both side, dx equal to integration of 1 dx. It is direct formula, f of x whole to the power n into f dash of x dx equal to what? F of x whole to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1, 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. So 3 upon 3. 1 dx will be x plus c. F of 9 is required, means f of x is required. So from this one, what is f of x? That implies so f of x whole to the power 3 equal to thrice of x plus c. From this one, so f of x equal to 3 into x plus c whole to the power 1 by 3. Now look at the given one. If x value 2, so value must be cube root of 6. Okay, now value must be, so cube root of 6. Yes or not? This is a f of x. If x value 2, value must be 6 to the power 1 by 3. Means, so if x is equal to 2, then so what is a f of 2 value? So f of 2 value must be what? So 6 to the power 1 by 3. 6 to the power 1 by 3. So 6 to the power 1 by 3 means replace here. So 3 into 2, 6 to the power 1 by 3 means c value must be what? C value must be 0. Okay na? C value must be 0. Right? Then that implies, so therefore we have so c is equal to 0. C equals to 0 because result must be what? Result must be 6 to the power 1 by 3. So 3 into 2. So if you multiply 6 plus 3c, this part must be 0. Okay. So c value 0 means what is f of x? Therefore, f of x equals to replace 0 here. So 3 into x plus 0. So 3x whole to the power 1 by 3. This is a function. Now f of 9 is required. Therefore, f of 9 equals to how much? So 3 into 9. So 27 whole to the power 1 by 3. That equals to, so 3 cube, that is 3. So f of 9 equals to 3. Okay. Next one. Here, if x equals to integral over 0 to y dt upon root under, what is given? Here, we have to find a value when d square y by dx square equal to ay. Okay. So first take the given relation, given x equals to 0 to y, so dt upon root under 1 plus 9t square. Now here dy by dx is required. What I am doing? Differentiating with respect to y. That implies a differentiating with respect to y. So dx by dy. Here Leibniz rule again. Now wherever t is there, write y, upper limit 1 by root under 1 plus 9y square, 1 plus 9y square into y derivation 1, because we are differentiating with respect to y. This is a value of dx by dy, right? So from this one, value of dy by dx. So value of dy by dx equals to root under 1 plus 9y square. Now differentiating once again, because second derivative is given, differentiating once again, that implies that d square y by dx square equals to derivation of this one 1 by twice of root under 1 plus 9y square, again derivation of inner function. So this will be 18y, again y derivation dy by dx. Okay na? Now write the value of dy by dx. Therefore d square y by dx square equal to, here 2 ones are 2 nines are, that implies 1 by root under 1 plus 9y square, in the place 9y as it is, in the place of dy by dx, I can write root under 1 plus 9y square. So root under 1 plus 9y square, these two cancel out. Okay na? So d square y by dx square is what? 9y. Now look at the given statement, equal to ay. In the place of a, okay na? In the place of a I am getting 9. Therefore a value equals to 9. Yeah, thank you. See you again. Right.